Hi everyone, this is Siddharth. Welcome to today's practice exercise on Parajumble. So Parajumble is one very important topic in any exam which tests candidates on English section or the verbal ability section if you call it. So today I will be showing you how to solve the Parajumble questions, right? So here is the instruction. So we have each question, there are two questions that I will be discussing today, and each question has a set of four jumbled sentences which when properly arranged form a coherent paragraph. Each sentence is labeled with a letter. Choose the most logical order of sentences from the given five choices. So there are four jumbled sentences. We have to arrange them and tell what is the right answer. Now, before I proceed further, let me tell you what is the approach and where students commit mistake. So mistake number one, students read entire statements. I'm saying there are several instances wherein you do not have to read entire stuff given in Parajumble. You just have to understand the idea and arrange it. Possibly there might be few instances where you have to read everything, but I am saying 60 to 70% of the time you don't have to read all the thing and understand each and everything given in the sentences. I mean, unlike reading comprehension passages. Mistake number two, students look for the opening statement. What would be the opening statement? This is a wrong approach and a time consuming approach many times. Why is it a wrong approach? Because it is quite possible that passage or the four sentences has been picked up from the mid of a particular text, so it may be difficult, and ultimately you will also find that whatever opening sentence you choose, there might be three out of the four or five options which have the same opening statement. So these are the two mistakes that you need to avoid. And how you need to approach is that you need to find the mandatory pair. Means after reading the four sentences, what do you think? Which of the two sentences will definitely be together? And just go through the options, eliminate the options which don't have those two mandatory pairs together, and then look for what can be the opening sentence, or look for the logical flow of the four sentences. So finding out mandatory pair, there can be so many ways you can find out. Maybe there is cause and effect relationship between two statements. Maybe statements are arranged in chronological order. My favorite is pronoun antecedent. It helps me a lot of time. Not, I'm saying that it helps me a lot of time, not always, but 70% to 80% of the time this approach helps. What do I mean by pronoun antecedent is, if I find a sentence which has pronoun in it, like say he, she, it, they, I look for a sentence which will be before this particular sentence. So this he will refer to a particular person. So I will find out to whom this he can refer, and that sentence will come before the sentence which has he. So this is my favorite approach. Now, this is the question. You can stop the video and attempt this question, and then I will show you how to solve it. Right. So I'm sure you would have read it. Now, what I do is I never read all the sentences in its entirety. My first approach is I look for the pronoun. So first, A, what were the boundary conditions at the beginning? So yeah, this is a small sentence I can read. B, science seems to have uncovered a set of laws within the limit sets by, I leave it here because I don't get any pronoun here. But how did he choose? Oh, how did he choose? So definitely I can find a statement which will precede C. C has he in it. So this he will be referring to someone. Is there anything in statement number A to which he can refer? No. Is there anything in statement number B which to which he can refer? Let us see. It is talking about science, it is talking about universe. Again, nothing. Sentence number D, God may have originally decreed these laws. Again, I have found these laws. So these laws means a particular law or laws would have been talked before D. So again, D also has a pronoun, and D has God also. Out of the remaining three sentences except C, A, B and D, only D has a particular element which can be referred to as E. So that certainly one link is D and C. So let us look at which option do not have those links. It's present in 4 and 5. Right. Now, D talks about these laws. So definitely, when I'm talking about these laws would have been referred somewhere, and that sentence is option number B. Right. So my sequence is BDC, and hence my answer is BDCA. Now, no need to go back and verify and read entire thing. We have done everything logically. Answer is option number 5. Let us look at the next question. Now, this time again, we will follow the same approach. The service carries a premium. Can we find any pronoun here? No, there is no pronoun here. Even the most timely industry newsletter is usually at least a week old. No pronoun. It reaches paid subscriber 18 minutes after it reaches. So this it might be referring to a particular object. It reaches paid subscriber 18 minutes after leaving the editor's desk. Not the White House Bulletin, not the White House Bulletin. This is the name of newspaper, not the White House Bulletin. That means this is an example of something. So what could D be example of? What could this it refer to? Now, B, statement number B talked about industry newsletter, but it talked about industry newsletter which were usually at least a week old. So B and C cannot be together. Right? Because C talks about a newspaper or something that reaches in 18 minutes to its subscriber, and B talks about something that takes 1 week's time. So B and C cannot be together. So this it should refer to D. So that it's so one sequence is again D and C. So let me see which all option have D and C. Now it is between B and sorry, it is between 2 and 3. So D and C I have found. Now look at not the White House Bulletin. So this is example of something. And read B. Even the most timely newsletter is usually at least a week old. Then it will say not the White House Bulletin. This is not the case with White House Bulletin, right? So B will come before D, and it says this is not the case with White House Bulletin. It takes only 18 minutes. And what does A say? The service carries a premium. I don't have to read all these things. What we are saying is that service is carrying a premium. This service is carrying a premium that it is reaching in 18 minutes, and that's why it is carrying a premium. So answer is option number 2. Everything fits in perfectly. So this is how you solve the Parajumble question. I will suggest that always look for the pronouns, and if you are not able to find pronouns, then read the sentences and try to understand which of the two sentences will be together. That's it from my side today. I hope you learned how to solve the Parajumble questions, and next time when the question comes, you will be able to solve it quickly perhaps. Thank you.